Allow me to take off my mask. Hi there. I'm Carrie Hauser, president of Colorado Mountain College, and I'm here to update you on some exciting information called CMC Responds. And I have questions that have been sent in, so I'm going to refer to them here and there and hopefully try to address some of the questions and the comments that have come in since we launched CMC Responds yesterday. So we are doing our best to respond to the COVID-19 crisis and recognize that Colorado Mountain College can make a difference in our local communities who have been hit so hard by this virus. And what we've announced is an initiative to reinvest all of the stimulus dollars that are anticipated to come to CMC, which is equivalent to roughly $1.6 million, plus some internal savings right back into our community. And the primary way that we're going to do that is to make summer courses no cost for 3 categories of students. The first category is any in-district new or returning student. If you're interested in knowing what in-district means, please refer to our website, and there is a map that should guide you to those qualifications. The second category is any CMC in-state student from the state of Colorado who is enrolled at the college currently for the spring 2020 term. And finally, the last category, number 3, is any student who is a displaced worker or individual in our communities that is a displaced worker. In other words, due to public health orders, you lost your job, you've been furloughed, you no longer are employed as a result of this crisis. We simply ask that you let us know. We will create or have a way for you to tell us what that is. And you are also qualified to have your tuition, fees, and books waived for the summer 2020 term. And for the fall, we want to make sure that students also know that for high school seniors, we have extended the deadline for the President's Scholarship. And for any student who's from our local district, again, refer to our map. If you went off to college and are concerned about returning to college for any reason, whether that's finance or others, we welcome you back, and we've extended the eligibility for the President's Scholarship if you've graduated from a local high school within the last 3 years. So we welcome you as well. We encourage you to go to our website, coloradomtn.edu, to apply. We also encourage you to go to our website, /CMC Responds, and there will be additional information as to your eligibility and making sure you understand what we're trying to do. The college is also giving back in a variety of other ways, and we encourage you to learn what those are through our website. So you might ask, how are we doing this? I mentioned this before, and I really want to thank and appreciate the very bold and exciting decision that was made by the CMC Board of Trustees earlier this week. And they agreed with a proposed plan to give back everything we can in the stimulus dollars to our local communities. And we are also combining all internal savings from the last part of our budget year, which includes anywhere between March and the end of June, recognizing that our campuses are running at lower operational costs. We've canceled in-person commencement ceremonies. We're not traveling currently. There's a hiring freeze. There are savings to be had from those activities. And so we will put those dollars into this as well. So we estimate about $2 million will go back into our communities into this effort. So a couple of the other things I mentioned that we're doing, the President's Scholarship, please go to our website for more information on the President's Scholarship. That is $1,000 to any local high school graduate, current or within the last 3 years. We do ask that that is for the fall term, and we would ask that you apply and intend to enroll full-time at CMC and apply for federal financial aid if you're eligible. Those are the 2 requirements for the President's Scholarship. We've also donated all available personal protective equipment to our local hospitals and to our local clinics, and we're making our facilities available where they might be needed during this public health crisis. We are also making the No Barriers Fund available through our foundation. That is for students who have run into particular hardship and may be at risk at not completing this academic year. We encourage you to go to the CMC Foundation website to look at that for more information. We're also making tutoring services available both internally for our own students, but for K-12 students around the mountain communities that we serve, particularly for parents who've been thrust into homeschooling environments that they may not have anticipated. We hope that we can be of assistance to you as well, and certainly to our amazing K-12 partners. We also recognize that some students don't have laptops and may not have access to internet or broadband services. We're working to make sure that we can make those available for you as well. So please let us know if you need that support. The Fund Sueños program, which is for students who are not eligible for federal financial aid, that is still available, and we encourage students to look into that program as well. And then finally, we are offering complimentary business and consulting services to our mountain communities, businesses who may currently be closed, individuals who may have lost a job or be furloughed. We encourage you to seek us out again on our website, coloradomtn.edu/CMC Responds. There's information there where you can fill out a form and let us know what you need. We're working very closely with our local chambers of commerce, with business incubators, with our economic development organizations, and with our small business centers around the mountain regions to make sure that we can complement their services and offer up some support when there is so much interest in these federal programs and a lot of people don't necessarily know how to access them. So our faculty will be available. We've got great talents internally, and we look forward to offering that as part of this as well. I will also mention that we will start a special shortened course in hospitality supervision that will begin April 15th. So if you're in the hospitality industry, if you found yourself out of work, if you have time, we've activated that very quickly, and we encourage you to take advantage of that. Again, there's no cost to that. And when our great restaurants and our tourism and resort-based economy opens back up again, we hope you're better prepared for that when that time comes. So I will answer a couple of questions that have come in through our website and try to address those. The first question is, will summer classes all be online? And the answer is yes. We have made that decision proactively so that our faculty and our staff and our college campuses can be prepared for students in that online environment. We're currently in an all online environment with the exception of a few healthcare related programs that still have to accommodate social distancing requirements and other things in the classroom. But we recognize that we needed to plan, and we want students to plan as well. If midsummer we feel like we can safely offer classes in person, particularly those in our outdoor studies and some of those that are more difficult to offer online, we will update our website and make sure that students know that those are available as well. Next question was, what about non-credit community education classes? Are those being held this summer? We do have a suite of courses that we're offering, and we're continuing to think about ways for seniors and others who might be home and interested in lifelong learning opportunities. So keep checking back with us. Some of those are packaged online. Some of those are pre-recorded, but we certainly want to get those out as quickly as we can and make those available to our communities as well. And then the question about fall classes, $1 million question. Will those be in person? We don't know. And we want to be very transparent and open with you that we are taking every bit of consideration at hand and trying to accommodate both state and local public health orders. We will continue to monitor those over the coming weeks and make a decision about fall sometime in the midsummer. If we're able to make that decision sooner, we certainly will. And we will post that information as soon as possible. We are hopeful that we will be able to be in person, at least in some format in the fall. That's certainly the way that we're planning at this point. And if that changes, we'll certainly make sure that our communities and our students are aware of that. And then finally, an important question is, what about commencement? We have given the social distancing guidelines and public health orders and all the things that we are dealing with right now in terms of group activities. We have canceled all of our in-person commencement ceremonies. We know this is incredibly disappointing for students who were rising to commencement and to graduate this year. You will still graduate. We are very proud of you. We want to make sure that you know that. We know that you've been hit with a huge cyclone in the middle of your spring semester of your final year of college. It will be something you'll always remember. In some ways, make the best of it. It will be something you will always talk about to your kids, to your grandkids, and to your family members. But we also know that there is ceremony to that, and it's very important that you and your family are able to celebrate. So we will be activating a virtual online ceremony, and we ask that you give us your faith and understanding that this will be incredibly special. And we also ask that you note May 15th for the date that we are preparing to have that available for you, and we have some really great surprises, and it will be worth your while. One thing you have to do if you are a student who's prepared to graduate is you have to make sure that your address is correct in Basecamp. I'm going to say that again. If you are a student who is about to graduate in the spring of 2020, please go to Basecamp and make sure that your current address is correct. Finally, I want to say thank you to the entire CMC community, to every one of our staff and faculty, to all of our students for your patience, for rolling with the punches, for getting through the spring semester. We're very proud that fewer students dropped this March than they did a year ago. So you are dedicated, you are moving forward, and you're going to finish this spring semester very successfully. I'm confident of that. So thank you to that. I also want to thank our incredible community partners. CMC would not be here if it weren't for our local residents and our local businesses. So we simply want to thank all of our great partners. That includes our chambers of commerce, our nonprofit organizations, our large businesses, our small businesses. Everyone out there has been incredibly gracious and helped CMC figure out how we could respond in the best ways possible to make sure that our communities and our residents rebound from this public health crisis in the best way possible. Thank you.